D to turn it on now. I want to heaps. That'll do. G'day champions, how you going? So champions, as you can see, I'm hugely passionate about Christmas and I can't wait to share that passion with you today. Today champions, we are making the rather bizarre choice of Pavlova. It seems to be very popular in Australia. They're very delicate things, Pavlovas, to try and get them to not crack. We're all about to fucking crack in a minute, but who gives a shit? Lean into the cracks. Let's fucking crack together. It does not matter whether your Pavlova cracks or not. Unless you're trying to win some kind of best in show with your Pavlova, it does not matter. That is a recipe from this thing here, which is the fake book that I've had up the top. This one is the actual real one. Today is all about not giving a shit. A bit like whoever made this thing. They didn't care, so why should I? First things we're going to need are bum nuts. Yes, that's right, eggs. That's probably too big, if I'm to be honest. I'm just going to put that there. Yeah, all right. Let's use that one. You need 6 egg whites. Let's do it this way so I don't fluff the bench up. So you need 6 egg whites, not the yolks. You can save the yolks for other things like making a yolk vest. Or that's it, that's all you can do with them. So we crack the egg on a flat surface, stole that move from Gordon Ramsay, and we just let the white drip into the thing, and then we catch the yolk to and fro like that. It's disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, and then you just eat it, don't eat it. I've done this in the wrong thing. I'm already, oh, you buff head. That goes in there. Anyway, yolk's in that one. Egg whites in that one. Flip it all to heck. In the bin. G'day, Marty. Here's another trick. If your hands are clean, you can just tip the egg into your hand and let the white drain through that. There we go. That wasn't totally... If you're wondering, champions, why you can't hear the amazing Jules in the background laughing at my jokes, that's because she's having a bit of time off. I miss her. Now, next step, you're gonna need one of these, or one of those massive, I can remortgage my house to afford it, standing mixer things. I don't have one of those. There is a strong possibility that A, you won't cook this, and B, you don't own something like this, and that's fair enough. In which case, you can use a whisk. I'm pointing to something that's not there. If you're gonna try and do it with a whisk, I've done it. Never again will I do it. Can I recommend a previous at least 10 years of like 6 days, 7 days a week strength training and some kind of like a horse steroid or something? By the time this has turned into a meringue, fuck me, you'll call the cops on that arm. I do need a PowerPoint. Yeah, I've fluffed this right up the heck, haven't I? It's fun doing the shit on your own. You just... Oh, got one. Oh, we've got to unplug some shit now. What can I unplug? That. Oh, love it. So we want to start this process by whisking the whites just for a bit. Turn this on low. I'll go phone footage so you can see it. Yeah, how good's that look? Any temptation to turn the speed up on this, can I recommend not doing that? I want to do it myself, but I'm not going to, so don't do it with me. You know, starting to develop little peaks. Now we're going to start to introduce the bloody white death to it. Try and use the caster sugar because it's a bit finer, but if you don't have that, who cares? Just use white sugar. 1 tablespoon at a time. Don't just dump all the sugar in and expect this to work out, because it won't. It might. Let's just say it won't. As my old man would say, you don't want to keep whisking it until it turns into a tennis ball. 6-ish minutes should do. Once all the sugar's in there, we'll do some other stuff, but not much. We're going to introduce a couple of things. Just a couple. This, 2 teaspoons of corn starch, or corn flour. And we're going to add a teaspoon of white vinegar. You basically want to mix it until it gets to the point where you can put your finger in it and you give it a little, these ones, and if it feels sandy and grainy, keep going for a little bit. It's a tiny little bit of grain in there, it doesn't bloody parramatter, but you don't want heaps of it. You want it to be nice and smooth. It's like marshmallowy, kind of sits up. Right, now let's turn it into a pav. If I can do a camera friendly angle here. Let's blob it all on. I am not a professional baker, so if you want to wind me up about this, see you in the comments section, alright? By all means, leave it like that. That's hilarious. Poop emoji, Pavlova. Probably would have been a bit smart to tell you a bit earlier to turn your oven on. 150 degrees Celsius. There you go, champion. Right, so now you just shape this any way you like. I don't really give a massive shit about how these look. If you have a really tall pav, you run a higher risk of them cracking and sinking and stuff. There's a bunch of wounding things that can happen, but most of them, it doesn't matter. It still tastes amazing and you just put shit on top of it anyway, so you'll be right. Don't sweat it. Just be gentle with it, you know? You don't have to strong arm it there, Gregory. Well, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. I probably should have used a tray where you could see the depth of that, but it's about that. Nice and quick, into the oven we go. Close the thing and turn it down to 120. Now, you're gonna leave that in there for about an hour. You can push it a little bit further to an hour and 15, maybe even an hour and a half. I probably wouldn't go the hour and a half, but hey, I'm not you. Let's all do our own thing. When it gets to that stage, we'll deal with that. It's the 1 hour mark. Turn the heat off, just leave it. You can give the oven door some of these ones. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 passion fruit, 4, that'll do. If you were trying to go for the recommended perfect pav, you would try and leave it in there now until it got to room temperature. So like at least 2 hours or thereabouts. I'm gonna pull it out in an hour because I don't give a whipped cream. Let's go. Bowl. One of these, I hope. Thickened cream in the bowl. So a teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Or you can use vanilla bean, that's very nice. Bang it in this and you wait. It takes a sec. Feels like nothing's happening for ages and then you're there. Beautiful, that's kind of what you're chasing. All right, champions, I think it's time to crack a pad. Here we go. Oh, the crack in it. Oh, I can watch me give a shit, mate. Lots of cream. Lots of that. It's like something out of one of those magazines that you get at the airport. Don't let a few cracks in the pav stop you from having some sweet moments. If any dickhead says they don't like the cracks in your pav, plonk a banana in it. Fuck them. Fuck it. And piss off and eat a pav at someone else's house. No cracks in it. Well, good luck with Chrissy and hope it's a fucking cracker. All right, I'll shut up now. See ya.